I am the light, I am the light, I am the light in this world. Sing with me. I am the light, I am the light, I am the light in this world. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. And I shine, and I shine, and I shine so bright. Turn to someone and say, you are the light, you are the light, you are the light in this world. You are the light, you are the light, you are the light in the world. And you shine, and you shine so bright. And you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. We are the light, we are the light, we are the light, we are the light in this world. We are the light, we are the light, we are the light in this world. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright. I am the light, I am the light in this world. I am the light, I am the light, I am the light in this world. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright. And we shine, and we shine, and we shine so bright. We are the light, we are the light, we are the light, we are the light in this world. We are the light, we are the light, we are the light in this world. Welcome to Hilltop, everybody. Sounds beautiful.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Happy to see you all. What? It is on. It's green. Or not? Well, it's green. Wake up. There we go.
Hey.
There we go. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. So happy you guys are here today. We've had rain. Did you guys have rain? A little bit, yeah. Yeah. I live in Temecula. We take whatever we get, and we are grateful, yeah. So anyway, I'm so pleased that you guys are here. It's a very auspicious day that we'll talk about in a little bit happening, but let us see if there's some announcements that I'm supposed to do at first. We know where we are. We're right here at the Hilltop Special Center. And we have youth and family on Sundays. Laura Donato is down in the kids' room. If you have kids or know somebody that has kids, you want to come here, you can go down there. We will are doing here in Jim Cafe. And or whatever. Why don't you do it?
Somebody stop this guy. Yes, so we explore from the Tao Te Ching, and it's a lot of fun exploring what relevance it has for us today. And next week we're going to be looking at the concept of Eden. So if you're curious about that, we'd love.
So there's a building here. You can, and there's ways to do that. Talk to Andrea, or will building as you know. Okay, the gift shop's got all kinds of cool stuff in it. Yeah, it does. It's got all kinds of there. If your heart touched lots of ways you can do it. You can see Paul or Andrew or
tough one. Things that I like. I think the biggest place where I find is sometimes uh,
Yeah, I definitely believe the things and, um important for me. When we're as a percussionist and the lead and that new to be music. DJ wedding and that was years ago. Never wanted to DJ, but if I could DJ while acoustic thing, they paid me more money. So that was it was all music related. So I'm still trying to figure that not music related.
love and light, and so it is.
Right, well, let's sing my little meta sing-along song that will, since we've got some new ears in the building, we'll teach these lyrics. It goes, anyone under the sun, anyone under the moon, I send my love out to you. I hope you feel some loving soon. Let's try that. Anyone under the sun, anyone under the moon, anyone under the moon, I send my love out to you. I send my love out to you. I hope you feel some loving soon. I hope you feel some loving soon. That's it. There's an ancient fear creeping here. There's an air of yesteryear. It may never disappear. Let's draw these lines so very clear. Here we go. Anyone under the sun, anyone under the moon, I send my love out to you. I hope you feel some loving soon. They know just how to make us fight. Our evolution's black and white. The truth is where you shine your light, so we can see who has the right. Anyone under the sun, anyone under the moon, I send my love out to you. I hope you feel some loving soon. We got these separate ways, then you watch how power plays. Now all I know and all I see is I am you and you are me. Anyone under the sun, anyone under the moon, I send my love out to you. I hope you feel some loving soon. One more time. Anyone under the sun, anyone under the moon, I send my love out to you. I hope you feel some loving soon. Oh, you're so beautiful, everybody. Keep those hands going for our Reverend Dr. Guy Williams. And Jeff Jones, of course.
Thank you. There we go. How are we doing over there? Good? Let's take a deep breath. Sing to me, O muses, and tell a story through me. So that is how the Odyssey opens. To call out to the muses, those great creative beings that are around. When we say thoughts or things, maybe there's a reality to that. So sing to us, O muses, and allow our voice to tell a story. So I have this image in my mind that's been with me all week because of the week that it's been. And that is, there's stories, I did not see it myself personally, but I've created it. There's stories of Emily Dickinson, who's one of my favorite poets. And they tell stories of her running across the fields and running into the house and running upstairs and telling, don't, because the muses are speaking to her and she wants to be able to get pen to paper before the thought passes on. Have you ever had those kinds of experiences? Yeah, when the muses are wanting to speak, pay attention every day. all week. All week. So a couple things that I want to say at the very beginning of the talk. I'm going to use some trigger words today. So I just want to give fair warning to that. There are some words that might trigger some people. So breathe if it comes in, and raise your hand if you need prayer. We'll stop right there and use it. But I want to start with an event that is happening literally as we speak. So if we have the eyes to look into the starry world, and I don't mean so much the astronomical world, although there is a correspondence to it, but the mythopoetic world, the world of symbolism, the world of metaphor, the world of imagination, we would see the great Lord Kronos, Saturn, appearing to stop in space, even at this moment, and begin what's known as a retrograde, which is a stepping back, a reconsidering of things. And so, you know, there's the idea, there's the imagination just to sit with is, what if there are things going on in your life now that you may want to reconsider, restructure, reposition, and maybe from an angle about this, which is, how do I restructure this in a way that's right for me? How do I take this opportunity over the next couple months? Because it moves very slow, so it's not like we got to go rush out and do something. But what if we said from this season to, say, December, we would take something in our life, something big, maybe it's a position at our work or a relationship that we're in or something that we're wanting to create, and say, I want to restructure this thing in such a way that it works for me. What I want to be clear on about this is I'm not talking about how one becomes autonomous. I think personally that autonomy is the toxic mimic of what I'm talking about. In many ways, this idea of being autonomous, separate, alone, self-contained, is the disease of the West that is permeating the world that we're in today. Because I'm thinking of something different, and I know that you're probably thinking exactly as I am right now. Oh, he's going to talk about Aristotle. Right? Because Aristotle begins his whole book on politics with the supposition that says, first trigger word, we are political animals. It's the very essence of who we are. And I want to kind of work this a little bit, because what I'm talking about is it doesn't mean that we're political in the sense that we choose sides and fight with each other or blame someone else or try to topple something else. It means, because Aristotle says to be political actually means, how do we live together? How do we exist in the polis, that community of ours, without killing each other? You know, even before the spoken language, we have evidence of religion. We see it in the cave paintings of Lascaux. Because religion, that idea of spiritual community, was developed so that we could live together without killing each other. Because there were certain things that we would organize ourselves around. And so when Aristotle says something really interesting, he says that we are to live in a polis, meaning that we are complete when we are in relationship. When we are in community of some form is when we are most fully human. And he says the inability to live in the polis makes one either a beast or a god, because they do not. But we as humans do. And so the question then begins, how do we live together? Because it's in that we become fully human. So as you guys all know, the Odyssey has just opened, and I'm anxious to see it. So I'm not talking from a place of seeing the movie. I have sort of a dubious apprehension about seeing it because of what Christopher Nolan has done, who I think is brilliant, you know. I mean, if you look at Batman and Oppenheimer and Lord of the Rings, of course, phenomenal movies, not the books, not even close to the books. He's got his own way of looking at things. I was reading a review that said something really interesting. It said, you know, if you look at how Christopher Nolan does his movies, it's about heroes who stay too long and become enemies. Think of Batman. Think of Oppenheimer. You know? So I'm curious because that's not what the Odyssey is. And so about a month ago, I started reading the Odyssey again for the first time. And it's just, I can't wait to sit down and start reading again. Because, you know, in many ways, Aristotle gets this concept of the polis from Homer. Homer's writing, Homer's great poems, the Iliad, the Odyssey, really set the tone for Western thought. We are who we are as a civilization, for better or for worse. Our understanding, our form of law, religion, all those kind of Saturnian things are deeply influenced by the work of Homer. Even if we read the St. Paul or the Gospel of St. John, they were familiar with Homer, they were familiar with Greek, and so it is permeated in there. You know, there's an idea that we play with all the time that says that if we are embracing a story, that story has taken life through us. And we are how that story is being told today. It's a lot like what Athanasius says when he says something to the effect that the Son of God became man so that man could be a God. Another way I think I would say that is that Jesus of Nazareth becomes the Christ so that we could learn to become the Christ. And in many ways, this is the story of Odysseus in Homer. Because he kind of starts by pulling a curse on himself where he's with the Cyclops, remember? And the Cyclops says, who did this? Who did this? And he says, no one did it. No one did it. I am nobody. And then he spends the rest of the book in self-discovery to who he is by stripping away literally everything. And the story is relevant for us, I think, today because it's asking the question, what does it mean to be human? Because we encounter people in the story who have lost their humanity and have become beasts, or others who are striving for immortality without doing the inner work and losing themselves along the way. Because in Homer, the spiritual path that we embrace is this, is the way to awakening to our divinity is by embracing our humanity. That's how the bus goes. There isn't another way. Oh, that there was, but there just simply isn't one to get there. So, in this imagination then, Homer is speaking of two things that allow us to be fully human. Trigger word number 2, piety. To be a pious person. And I want to get into that. And another word called xenia. And xenia is really what it means is friendship to the stranger, embracing the other as yourself. You don't even have to know their name or their purpose without first embracing them, offering them hospitality, feeding them, seeing that their needs are met. And then tell me the story of who you are or what you're all about. But to live a pious life is not what we have been educated to what a pious life is. So if you think about it, when I say the invitation to be fully human is to live a pious life, what comes up for you? Monks. Okay, monks. Yeah. Huh? Perfection. Padre Pio. Yeah, you know they had pictures of him flying. All these other kinds of things. But piety really means to experience gratitude for a debt that can never be repaid. To experience gratitude, to live in a place of gratitude for a debt that can never be paid. And he circles it into 3 areas, trigger words number 3 and 4. So the first is gratitude for the debt that cannot be repaid through our parents. So whatever your story is about your parents, that was the vehicle that got you here. And to be here is the most remarkable gift that could be possible. So it's a sense of gratitude. Now, I'm not saying that, that there aren't things that may need to be worked out or whatever the case may be. When I was in therapy, I used to walk to the parking lot and I would see this new Volkswagen car that was my therapist, and I'd walk by and say, I bought that. But to be in gratitude for that path of incarnation that allows us to breathe in this body, in this place, in this time. That is an incredible gift. The second is to the polis. What culture, civilization gives us. Now again, that doesn't mean that we just simply accept it for what it is. In fact, I think it's important for us to have the kind of relationship that out of love, we hold the possibility that things can get better. So it doesn't mean stasis at all, but it's a sense of gratitude. We cannot repay this experience of life. We cannot repay the quality of who we have become, molded by the literature, the experiences, the cultures, and all those things that allow us to be fully human. And the third is to be grateful for that presence of God, however one defines it to be, that transient, transcendental aspect of beingness. That is just that great artificer of the universe. That is all that there is, all and all and all. So to live a life of piety means to live a life in gratitude for the life that I lived, for the person I have become, and from this divine presence that permeates anything and everything. And to practice that sense of friendship and embracing the other. To be curious, not judgmental, when we encounter another person, their story, whatever that case may be, to practice a level of empathy. Because one of the stories in Homer, one of the stories that we read in the Hebrew and New Testament is this, that many of us have entertained angels unaware. That we live in a spiritual universe that is immersed in this being. Were you guys with us on that trip to Chertalgo when we went to that Renaissance fair in Italy? Were you guys on that trip? You were in the first trip, you weren't on the second trip. Okay, I told that story later, I was just wondering. But anyway, so this is what ADD unmedicated looks like, kids. So, to embrace that divine beingness. So it is that sense of entertaining, of being aware that something greater, something possible, some answer to a question we might be holding, some new direction, some new possibility may be visiting us in a guise we don't recognize, but we miss it because we're thinking it's supposed to be something else. There's this wonderful story in the Hebrew Bible of Jacob. You know, Jacob has this amazing dream one night on his journey where he's having to escape his brother who he tricked out of his birthright, and he has to leave town fast. But he has this dream, and he says, probably the most profound line in the entire Hebrew Bible. Surely God was in this place, but I did not see it. And how many times have we in retrospect said, surely God was here, but I missed it because I was looking at this, that, or the other thing. It was supposed to be this way or that way, or, however it is. Rosa says that a controlled world is a dead world. And so every time we kind of control things, life has a tendency to sort of crack through that. So when Athanasius then says, let that same consciousness, it's what Paul is saying, and it's echoed again in Homer, but he's using a different language. Let the same consciousness that was within the Christ be in me. Let that same sense of being, that the divine has come into this world to show me a path, to show us a path, to awaken our divinity in there. So Thomas Jefferson says this, switching but not really. The God who gave us life gave us liberty at the same time. The God who gave us life gave us liberty at the same time, in the sense that the divine breath breathes into us this yearning, this awakening, this nostalgia of what, if I may say so, of what it means to live liberated, free. Dr. Holmes, the founder of our particular tradition, says that the goal of each and every one of us is to be a place of liberation from any and all forms of discord. But there's a level of responsibility to this, is there not? Because just because we are free to do it, is it wise to do it? Yeah, I can get in my car and I can drive any way I want to drive on that street. But is that wise? In Temecula, there's this roundabout kind of near our house, and it used to have this statue of a horse that got knocked down about 3 or 4 times, and they finally gave up on it because people could not figure out how to drive this roundabout. And they're always trying to do different things, and they've knocked the statue over countless times because they just can't figure it. Yeah, you can go whatever you want to do, but is that wise to do? Is the question. So then it gets down to this then, it's like, what then allows us that sense of doing it? Well, in the Homeric tradition, it's to live a virtuous life, a life that is grounded on temperance, which does not mean abstinence. It means understanding what sufficiency is, understanding what enough is, to live with fortitude, to live a life from the heart of courage, to live a life of prudence, meaning that we think in terms of something bigger than ourself and bigger than our immediate gratification, and a sense of justice. Justice, as Brueggemann says, finding out what belongs to who and returning it, or kind of staying within our own sense of what that is. In the Hebrew Bible, it says something very similar. It says, the prophets say to love justice, practice mercy, and walk humbly with our God. In either one of those, we begin by simply living in a place of gratitude for debts we cannot pay, but we're not supposed to pay, because it's a gift. It's a gift. Because the truest thing about anybody in this room, the truest thing about you, the truest thing about any one of us is this, is that we are known and seen and loved by the very force that brought all creation into being. And it desires our good, not because we have earned it, but because we are the gift of life incarnate. And we are the story continuing to tell itself. So what I offer then is that, how would these next couple months as we're reconsidering where things are, to formulate them in such a way that we live by our true self. I know I'm running a little late right now because I'm kind of on this, but I really love this quote and I want to give it to you guys because it kind of deals with this. Because too often we want to live by this other part that says, yeah, I wanted this, the shadow part of ourself. So Thomas Merton says this, he says, every one of us is shadowed by an illusionary person, a false self. This is the man or woman that I want myself to be, but who cannot exist, because God does not know anything about him or her. And to be unknown to God is altogether too much privacy. My false self and private self is the one who wants to exist outside of the reach of God's will and God's love, outside of reality and outside of a life. And such a self cannot help but be an illusion. So the invitation is not to live in the illusion of who I am, but to live fully human, which means understanding that the fullness of who I am is when I'm in relationship to you. And the way that we can excel and bring out the good, the true, and the beautiful is to be virtuous, to see God, to act in reverence, and be of service. And so let us all affirm together for this week, as we consider this, that we commit, we affirm that we will live fully to this principle. Thank you for your kind attention.
Gratitude to Rev there. This is an original song I didn't realize was about piety. I was listening. I may be one man and a microphone, but I didn't get here on my own. Mama taught me my first song and brother let me sing along when they didn't have to. We hear it every day. This world has gone astray. They wanna be the first to tell you it's getting worse. But what they don't tell you is people coming through, coming through, coming through. People like you and you and you. You didn't have to, but you do, but you do. You keep on coming through, coming through, coming through. When you feel like you can't cope and you're at the end of the rope, just leave your heart wide open. You start to feel that hope. Come on through. Think about how far we've come, the impossible we've done. Compassion, innovation, through every generation. There's people coming through, coming through, coming through. People like you and you and you. You didn't have to, but you do, but you do. You keep on coming through, coming through, coming through. Yeah, you. Yeah, you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm singing to you. Yeah, you. Thank you. Yeah, you. The people coming through. To the teachers and creators, to the givers and caretakers, enterprises and 9-to-5ers, we're all just earth survivors. And I feel alive, yeah. To to everyone who helped me along, who listened to my song, who made these strings I strum, and who made this microphone. Well, I know who. It's those people coming through, coming through, coming through. People like you and you and you. You didn't have to, but you do, but you do. You keep on coming through, coming through, coming through. Yeah, you. Yeah, you. Thank you. Yeah, you. Yeah, I'm singing to you. Yeah, you. Thank you. Yeah, the people coming through. People like you. People like you. The people coming through. People like Rev Guy, people like Andrea, everyone on the team here at Hilltop, and Jim Jones, obviously, Paul, coming through.
Wow, awesome, awesome. You know this, that I don't even know if I can come up here after that. Yes. But yes, but here I am. But yeah, there's a vibe. There's a vibe going on. I don't know, but if you guys want to hear something that very similar to today's talk, but it was a podcast that just blew my mind, is Zach Bush. He is on the Joe Rogan podcast. Joe Rogan. His name's Zach Bush, and he talks about all that. Like, to keep it simple, he basically is, how did the Native Americans live together for thousands of years? And it's the whole idea is our severance from nature. So as human beings, we are a keystone species, and we're just amazing species. And so I'll just leave it there. So there's this beautiful prayer that we say every time during our conscious giving moment, and it's amazing, and it speaks to that what Dr. Guy was talking about today, about how God is all there is, and God is our source. And if you're triggered today, we can always pray over that. So the prayer goes like this: Divine Beloved, allow me to give with complete ease and abundance, knowing you are the unlimited source of all. Let me be an easy, open conduit for your prosperity. Let me trust that all of my own needs are always met in amazing ways, and it's safe to give freely as my heart guides. And equally, please let me feel widely open to receiving. May I know my own value, beauty, and worthiness without question. Let me allow others the supreme pleasure of giving to me. May I feel worthy to receive in every possible way. Change me into one who can fully love, forgive, and accept myself, so I may carry your light without restriction. Let everything that needs to go, go. Let everything that needs to come, come. I am utterly your own. You are me, I am you, we are one. All is well.
Yeah, you. Thank you. Yeah, you. I'm singing to you. Yeah, you. Thank you. Yeah. The people coming through. People like you.
So again, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming today, and I want to thank all the people that have just helped make this such a lovely service. I want to thank, first of all, our greeters today, who were Bob and Susie. Was anybody greeting with you guys this morning? Wow, Well, anyway, thank you guys for that, and for Steve and Mike back there on the sound booth making things look good. And I know that Mike and Ann were in the kitchen working today with Julieta, so give them some love. Always great to be on the platform with you guys. I guess it was kind of like a bro thing today, huh? All dudes up here, yeah. Huh? You noticing that? I'm noticing that. You know what? I'm noticing a few things lately that I'm thinking it's time to change. I'm restless with how we do Sunday service. I am reconsidering. In fact, I had Steve in the sanctuary this week, earlier this week, and I said, what if we took all the pews and made it kind of a circle in here and started doing service in the round? You like that idea? Well, we can't figure out how to do it with the pews, but Emerson says, genius stands on limitation. So anyway, let's just kind of, I put your heads, if you got ideas, I'm totally open to restructuring the whole thing and see how we do it. And I'd rather have a conversation than a preaching. I can get us from point A to point B with everybody having something to say. I'm good at that. I'll say that. So anyway, Saturn has gone retrograde. It's time to restructure the whole thing, and it's going on in my third house, which is my mind. Oh, you guys think it's funny? Just try living in here. Squirrel? Anyway, thank you all for being here. There's food out there. Have a feast, have a ball, have a blast. Enjoy the day. Anything else need to be said to be complete? Then let us pray. Let us again go to that divine place within that reveals itself in all that there is. It is the one that Jesus called Abba, the loving presence like a parent who brings forth and nurtures, knowing that this infinite and divine presence only moves forward, only creates new, is the unrelenting presence of love in all things. And so my blessing for each of us this week is, may one thing or two things or many things bring us to a place of surprise, to a place of amazement, wonder, and awe. May it awaken within each and every one of us a sense of reverence for this incredible gift of life. And may that call each of us to a place of service. So mote it be. Thank you.
All right, I got to watch this amazing documentary, if you haven't seen it yet. It's called The Summer of Soul, about a Harlem concert in 1969 that had missing footage for over 60 years or so. And I saw this beautiful song. I got to do this one.
Sometimes I'm right and I can be wrong. My own beliefs are in my song. The butcher, the banker, the drummer, and it makes no difference what group I'm in. I'm everyday people. I'm everyday people. But there is a blue one that can't accept the green one. For living with the fat one, trying to beat the skinny one. Different strokes for different folks. And so on and so on, a Scooby-Dooby-Doo. We gotta live together. I am no better, and neither you. We're all the same, whatever we do. You love me, you hate me, you know me, and then you can't figure out what bag I'm in. I'm everyday people. I'm everyday people. So there is a long hair that doesn't like the short hair, for being such a rich one that will not help the poor one. Different strokes for different folks. So on and so everyday people. So we gotta live together. And there is a yellow one that won't accept the black one, that won't accept the red one, that won't accept the white one. Different strokes for different folks, and so on and so on, and Scooby-Dooby-Doo. I am everyday people. I am everyday people. Two more times, sing with me. I am everyday people. One more time. I am everyday people. Beautiful, everybody. Happy Sunday. Jim Jones.